Welcome to Between the Bytes, but we're not as smart as your average nerd. Welcome to the Thanksgiving Point Golf Course. Exciting times. I'm Gary Arnold.
And I'm Rashbak Chandapur.
Back again, huh?
Back again. Sorry about last week.
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
This week we'll be talking about a few updates from Amazon, a new CEO for Uber, and we have a couple of local news items exciting for the tech industry. To kick us off, Whole Foods, which was recently purchased by Amazon, we covered that here on Between the Bytes. Amazon has now enacted some price changes already in Whole Foods. Starting this week, many of the prices at Whole Foods will be going down. That's right, people often refer to Whole Foods as whole paycheck, now won't have that problem anymore. They'll be cutting prices by some items on up to 40%, which is great savings. They've also already started selling the Amazon Echo. We don't have an Echo with us today, so we can't ask her opinion about that. But yeah, you can now go down to your local grocery store and buy an Amazon Echo.
Whole Foods just got another customer in me.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely. Next, there's also a newcomer to Silicon Valley. The Uber has now hired on a new CEO, the former CEO of Expedia, Shah Khosrovani, and has a great reputation. Uber's hoping this really helps kind of soften the image that they've unfortunately built for themselves the last handful of years here.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him, for sure.
He does.
On Monday, Fitbit announced 3 new products. This will be the first new product launch in over a year from Fitbit. There are 3 new products, they're pretty exciting. The first one is a full-featured smartwatch, and so it does everything any other smartwatch would do. It'll track your pulse, it has geo-tracking, all kinds of different features and apps. It is called the Fitbit Ionic, and that'll be available soon. The next product they have is the Fitbit Flyer, which is the company's first foray into headphones. It is a completely wireless and waterproof headphone. We don't know the quality on it. Maybe that's something we'll test later on in Between the Bytes. The last product they have is the Araya 2, which is a scale. This is an upgraded version of their scale. It's Wi-Fi connected, pairs with your fitness app, can measure BMI, different indexes like that to help you stay healthy.
Really cool. What are your take on smartwatches?
Not a smartwatch guy.
Not a smartwatch guy.
I think they're silly.
Neither am myself. Next, Facebook is going to be adding a new feature to be able to flag fake news, especially accounts that only post fake news, to get rid of that incentive. And if there are repeat abusers of the fake news postings on Facebook, they're actually going to get blocked and their accounts will get locked on Facebook. Once again, they're trying to shy away, especially after political season last year and all the stuff that's going on. They're doing their very best to get rid of spam accounts when it comes to the news front.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of controversy and blame placed on Facebook for a lot of what went down during November's election.
There was.
On to some of our local news. There was an interesting article published on Silicon Slopes about the 3 tech industries in Utah that are thriving. One of them is financial tech. The banks in Utah hold over $580 billion in assets. So that's a big industry that's growing. We're seeing several companies that are in the banking world that help with financing. Another industry that is growing right now in Utah is the healthcare world. There are dozens of companies across the state that are doing everything from, alternative insurance plans to fitness apps to different trackers, things like that. So it's definitely a growing sector in our Silicon Slopes. The last category is just information technology in general. So IT has grown a ton, especially here in Utah. We see a lot of tech companies. Utah is ranked in the top 10 for information technology companies. And so these 3 industries are huge, and we see that growing in Silicon Slopes, and it's an exciting thing to be here in Utah.
Tech. We love tech.
That's right.
Keep growing. And lastly, Governor Herbert has announced a segue, or a more of a relationship that he wants to build between the tech companies and our schools here in Utah, specifically STEM students. And he says he wants to build that segue all the way from junior high to high school to college, and then professional world. He met with leaders from Silicon Slopes to get any insight, any recommendations, and help them forge a plan. And it's still in the infant phases, but it looks like this is a great momentum for Utah education programs.
It's definitely something we need to focus on. STEM. It helps everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're headed off to our product insider and our featured guest. This week we will be taking a special visit to some friends of ours at Diversified Insurance, so stay tuned for that.
Welcome to this week's Product Insider. where we're going to be highlighting the 4-in-1 photo lens by Clip. It comes with 3 different color clip protectors that you can keep it on and attached to a lanyard for easy use. The Clip easily attaches to your cell phone for both your front and forward camera. And as mentioned, there are 4 different lenses that you can play with on this lens. There's a fisheye, a wide angle, a macro 10 and 15 times zoom that once again work with both cameras, front and back.
Gina, welcome.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be with you.
We're here between the Bytes with our special guest. We're here at Diversified Insurance in downtown Salt Lake City. And we've got our special guest, Gina, here with us. Gina, tell us a little bit about what you do here at Diversified Insurance.
Diversified Insurance Group handles corporate insurance and advises on corporate insurance for companies dealing with risk and employee benefits.
So everything from health to
property and casualty, to cyber security, to all sorts of business risk that a company could have, which could be hugely different depending on the industry.
Yeah. Do you guys specialize in an industry? Or?
We specialize in technology, and not just technology, but fast-growing companies. That tends to be our specialty, a company, and helping them grow. In fact, the majority of the IPOs that have happened in the state of Utah, we've been consulting on the risk of all of that. So D&O insurance is a specialty, as well as employee benefits. So health insurance, and that's what I manage that department, which is the benefits department.
We also noticed that you guys at Diversified Insurance are a best companies to work for here in Utah. Tell us a little bit more about the culture you've built here, why you got that award, and how you've structured your company that way.
We're really proud of the fact that we've now won several years the best company, one of the best companies to work for award, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we try to hire amazing people, and then our philosophy is that we're all adults. So we don't manage PTO, we don't manage hours when people come and go. We just try and create a culture where they feel like they can make a difference. Because in the end, people want to make a difference in their job, and they want to feel like they are needed and that they can do what they need to do. Being an independent firm, it's been a lot easier to make adjustments. If we think we need to change a direction, or some process isn't working, or we want to make sure that everybody feels responsible for their own job, but then also their own changes too. If things aren't working, come to us and we can change it and make it better. And sometimes in big companies, it's harder to do that, to be as flexible. And so it's been great being able to change as things have gone forward, and I think the employees love that autonomy and love that they can make a difference here.
That's great. Great advice for any business. Gina, the last thing we want to ask you, it's something we ask all of our guests, are there any books or podcasts or shows that you would recommend that you're watching or into right now?
You know, I'm a huge Audible fan, so I have a commute and I spend a lot of time on the road. Mm-hmm. So I listen to a lot of stuff. I always, trade it with a novel and then a business book, and our most recent book, we every year will give a book of the year to all of our clients, and it was funny because when we sent the book out, I hadn't read it yet. I mean, we have kind of a committee here that decides on the book, and so I just recently listened to the book Grit, which is an amazing book, and it's really funny because I have 2 teenagers, and I'm sitting there going, how do we instill that in our kids, in our employees, in that internal desire to just stick with it.
Down, work.
I can do hard things, and that I can get through this, and I can make a difference, and to create that environment and hopefully continue to foster that idea. I just, all of a sudden I'm like going, how do we make that better? It was an awesome book, and I think a lot of takeaways for all of us.
That's awesome because it was also our company book at Executech.
Oh,
so
cool.
Double recommendation, the book Grit by Angela Duckworth, I believe.
Yeah,
Great
that's
book.
right.
Well, Jane, it's been great to have you. I really appreciate you letting us come to your amazing office, some amazing views, and amazing space. You guys do great things, and I really appreciate you letting us come and talk with you.
Thanks very much, Gary. It's been a pleasure.
We're back at the golf course. It's great out here.
It's beautiful.
Come join us.
Please.
Our tech tip for this week is a quick little mobile trick that we learned. You can save a website or other document as a PDF on your phone. All you have to do is navigate to your browser or wherever you're viewing, and you usually see those 3 dots of the menu. You can bring that down and you can either go to print or save as or share. And then from there you'll be able to navigate and to choose save as a PDF, and then it will save directly to your phone as one of the files. This can come in handy for a variety of reasons whenever you might need to generate a PDF and then email it off. So check out that trick. We will have it posted here on the video.
And then holding true to Between the Bytes tradition, Alexa, who's your favorite Between the Bytes cast member? Arash! Please! Arash! Arash!
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you next week on Between the Bytes.